Chat. Ah. Ah. How y'all doing, chat? Post you know what? Say gigolo. Say gigolo if you can hear me. Gigolo. Shorkin. Hell yeah. That is not a slur. Hell yeah. What's up, chat? How y'all doing today? How's everybody today? Are we ready to lose our minds? Ooh, you want? I have a surprise for you guys. I down to blow. Oh my goodness, already. Oh shit, I gotta pull that over a little bit. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. DMCA. Thank you so much, Malta, for the £5. We ready to clown on KP. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about, y'all. Oh my goodness, Pudgy, thank you for the $5. Oh boy, more cringe, my favorite. Dinosaur Thing says, ah! Oh, yeah. No, I know Mercy Frey. Guys, y'all want a surprise? I have something new, you guys. I have something new. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I said for everyone to type Gigolo in the chat is because I've kind of been listening to Gigolo non-fucking stop by Baby No Money. What's new? Okay. Okay, Whoa! Can you guys tell what it is? It is a thing here. Okay. Girlies, the Patreon is here. The Patreon is real. Who wants the link? I'm broke. It's okay. Right now, it got nothing on it just yet. However, you guys, let me let you in on another surprise. That hopefully gonna be a new video next week. Oh my god, I'm not singing that. Oh god. Thank you, Buddha Cat, for the $4.99. Being fed. Here's the Patreon link, y'all. Can you get a snippet? I don't have a snippet to show y'all. Maybe next week if I do a stream next week. I'll post a snippet on the Patreon. How about that? Yeah, y'all are getting Jar Tent too. So that's one of the announcements I had. We got new Chugis content coming. Saving my money at the moment. Going to California soon for a wedding. Shout out. You got a new video coming. So you got Truly Patreon. I'll post a snippet of it. I'm going to be lowering the prices for channel memberships. It'll only be probably like $1. It was $3. I'm going to lower it to $1. Because I'm planning on moving all the chill streams I've been doing here to the to a new channel for streaming. Ability to live in space, because that's what a Zinnia does. A Zinnia survives in space. So I'm going to be moving all the chill streams to a new channel. They will be publicly available. And I'll probably be streaming on then. A zinnia is a flower that can survive in space, Bomaratsu. And it's not spelled like that. It's spelled like this. Also, I just want you guys to know that Hive sent me a DM saying I meant to say down to clown. Then it autocorrected to down to blow. Yeah. So I'll be lowering channel memberships to here. Channel members will no longer get video previews, unfortunately. Oh my god, you know what? We could do that. We could do that, Buddha. It's okay. Channel members won't get it, but patrons will. Patrons will get video previews. And membership is only going to go down to $1. Because it'll just be for like supporting, donating, if you guys want to support me that way. And have like all the emojis. Use the emojis for the in chat. Like right now, all channel members can use channel only emotes. Hand drawn by Mwah. Sar. Who's ready to start clowning on KP? Yes, okay, y'all are happy to do that. Okay, wait, let me message someone. Ready and steady. All right, we got 3 videos to watch. Who's ready to get DMCA'd? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm ready. KP was a trust fund baby. That does not surprise me. We got 3 videos to watch. We got KP's public response. We have, oh my goodness, kicking the Swede. Thank you for the 20 Swedish krona. Going to sleep, just here to say hi and have a fun stream. Thank you so much. We're gonna watch that one. We're gonna watch the leaked audio of her original response. So here is her public response. Here is the leaked audio for her like draft, the original one that she was gonna put out, and then we have the hidden heroine reading of her like Q&A revised response. So we got 3 things to watch. Who's ready? I'll only be listening as I'm going to be playing Cuphead. Shout out to Cuphead. I gotta play Cuphead again. Once Halloween season is over, I'll go back to playing things like Cuphead, alright? Y'all? Yeah, go watch KP Demon Hunters. That one's good. Alright, who's ready? Who's ready? Yeah, this controversy is how I learned who KP was too. I had no idea she existed before this. No. Not the Cope and Seeth reading. We have the actual audio that we'll be watching live on stream. Here to support the movement of watching K-pop Demon Hunters. Here, let me do something real quick. Here. Should we have a K-pop Demon Hunters stream? Watch along stream with okay. Okay, we got a poll up in chat. Oh goodness, y'all really want to watch K-pop Demon Hunters with me? Okay. Is it just me or were we wanting to have Lio on too? Oh my gosh, it's Blake Gunnels! The entire chat will this stream will just be everyone typing the lyrics. Shinobi's Vision, thank you for the $2. A reminder, a big Sonic content creator started this. Oh my god. Bring in the grandpa? Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and end vote right there since it's pretty overwhelmingly yes. Get the fuck, there's a fly in my room. God damn it. Ew, get away from me. I think I just whacked it. Okay, let's start another poll. Should we bring Grandfather Lio in? Jesus Christ. People want me to bring Lyle in for a stream. Someone, not Papa, Grandpa. Peepaw. Oh god, I'm gonna DM him right now. I just messaged him. I said, my chat is demanding I do a stream where I force you to watch K-pop Demon Hunters with me. And now we wait for the response. Wait, Grandpa Lyle old? Cue the lion! That's still one of the best things I said. Alright. Let's get started, you guys. Oh my god. Loki Danger is here going, hello. Chubby. Alright. We're gonna start, you guys. We're gonna start. Wheel out Peepaw from his nursing home. He's not in a nursing home. Thank God.
This video discusses sensitive topics, including grooming, power dynamics, and online harassment. Viewer discretion is advised. 18.
Is power dynamics really that big of like a thing where it needs content warnings? Because I feel like in the general sense, content, like power dynamics is something that can exist in very not weird ways. Like life is entirely made up of power dynamics. It's power imbalances that sometimes get a little iffy. But power dynamics already, yeah, like why would you put a warning for that? Power imbalance is only like an issue in certain contexts. Like in a relationship. Yeah, it should be a warning about inappropriate use of power dynamics. See, that's much more specific. That's much more understandable. Did she confuse the two? Pretty much. Yo, Crooked Animated! I just realized that's who you were. Welcome to the chat.
Plus content warning. Do not harass anyone discussed in this video.
Hi everyone, welcome to the video.
Does anyone need a recap on what KP's done? Because I assume if you're here, you know what KP done. But in case you don't know, she made like a really shitty video about DA Games and Saberspark, where she accused Saberspark of being a grapist with literally no evidence. There was just one twit longer of that. And there's other stuff that I'm sure we'll get to where I'll explain it. Yeah, watch Cartoon Cheese video on the whole thing. KP was gay derogatory, not grapist. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she basically slandered the fuck out of Saberspark. And I also believe Black Griffon. But the video was mostly supposed to be about DA Games, and it really was not. Or, I mean, it was. But she made it out to seem like it was way more about Saberspark, and that's what it was not. It was not really about Saberspark. Saberspark was just this little tiny thing thrown in. Oh, yeah, by the way, Saberspark is a rapist. Anyways, it was like, what the fuck? So that's what she's apologizing here for. EA Games, challenge everything. Yeah, go support the people who have been affected by the copyright strike, which includes Beckett from Cup and Seed, Falgi from the Op Block, Hidden Heroin from Hidden Heroin, and anyone else that I may not know about. Y'all are free to let me know about that in chat.
For those who don't know me, I'm the YouTuber I Love Kim Possible-Lot, which is a very long name, but I'm known as KP on online spaces. I mostly do Disney and cartoon and media analysis, but we aren't here for that today. Today we're...
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't remember what DA Games was supposed to have done. Which Squid Game would you survive? I would definitely survive fucking... your KP? No way. Oh, Yen? Yen got strikes? Go support, yeah, Yen from Yen the Yan. Hello, Jester.
We're here to talk about another video I did recently that didn't go over so well. The video,
to put it lightly,
was intended to be a conversation about problematic behaviors in online spaces, community safety, especially concerning children, and my own experiences regarding certain YouTubers and content creators named in this video. However, even the best of intentions can go awry, and it's safe to say that mine certainly did, causing unintended harm and confusion in a situation where clarity and resources are paramount. The video in question went live on my channel in May earlier this year.
God. It was back in May? You're telling me it's been 5 months? Fuck, this year is going by too fast. Shinobi's Vision, what did Shinobi's Vision say? Oh yeah, Chris Chan was in the live chat of KP's video. I forgot that happened. Hi, Retro Gamer Kevin. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Chris Chan was there. Here, hold on. Because there's more people here than there was at the beginning. I'm going to post my link to my Patreon. New Patreon. There you go. Now it's pinned. I just can't believe it was back in May.
Removed within hours of upload, since I understood the message did not come off as what I intended. Removed within
Wait, what did that say? Oh god. I've heard the concerns about my recent video and want to acknowledge that the parts didn't land the way I intended. While it was reviewed by several people, including CSA survivors who were comfortable with the tone, I now understand that others experienced it very differently, and that's valid. It was my first time covering a topic of this nature. Why did she ever want to cover a topic of this nature? Mom Diddler? Who is friends with a Mom Diddler? I'm assuming that we are talking about Chris Chan. Who's friends with Chris Chan? Oh, KP is friends with Chris Chan? That's strange. I don't know if that's real. But that is strange if it's true. Huge if true. And I'm still learning how to handle serious subject matters with the Reddit guys. I'm gonna start a poll in chat. Would you go to a brony YouTuber to handle your essay allegations? I'm just curious to know, like, how many people would go to a brony YouTuber with no experience for that. All right, so far, who said yes? Someone said yes. Two people said yes. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. No, we have to. Which one of y'all said yes? That's fucking disrespectful. I assume that despite KP's video being awful, DA Games is still considered a weirdo. I heard some pretty shady things about the dude even before the whole thing with KP blew up. I honestly have no idea if KP or like if DA Games is evil. I think the funniest thing to come out of this is that the voice actor for Reed Richards, you know, Mr. Fantastic, the voice actor for Mr. Fantastic in Marvel Rivals is like a shit to his daughter, like a piece of shit to his daughter. Oh my gosh! It's Grandpa Lio! Everyone tell Lio that you need him to watch K-pop Demon Hunters with me. I accidentally clicked yes. Y'all are crazy. Peepaw! Yeah, Peepaw's in chat. Your Honor, I'd like to bring Sparkles to the stand. As in Captain Sparkles? 11%. 11% is fucking up their allegations. That's what I'm saying. See, everyone wants us to watch it. It would be so fun. And then afterwards, I'll just like cut everything out of the video. Due to the Google Doc covering the DA Games stuff being taken down by Google for poorly censored porn and the victims leaving the internet, DA Games and the fans are brushing it off. That's unfortunate. I don't really have anything to counteract that. It kind of just is what it is, unfortunately. But that is unfortunate if that is the case. Because I really don't know much about the DA Games stuff. But apparently the stuff with DA Games had evidence of him being like inappropriate or something weird. Again, I don't know the full nature of the DA Games stuff. If Lio knows it, he can call in and let me know. It's not like KP was buckling down and addressing the DA stuff herself at that point anyways. Yeah. If anyone's more informed, y'all can put in chat what y'all know. Oh, you can call for a minute? Okay, we're gonna call Peepaw to figure out what's going on. Where's Peepaw? I'm assuming it's the computer. Y'all are gonna fucking kill me. I literally went into my Discord and like started typing up. I tried to look up Lio and instead I started typing up Peepaw. Grandfather. I'm calling him. Answer the phone. There you are.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I hope you're all doing well today. I can't stay for too long. I just got a few minutes, so I'll give you the rundown here real quick.
Bet.
Um, the problem with this is that while KP did screw up the DA game stuff, if she hadn't put in the unsubstantiated rape claims, all she had to do was apologize for the bad video and perhaps take another shot at it. The problem is what she's doing here is any possible issues with DA games are being ignored because of her actions, and what she's attempting here is the um um but what about the DA game stuff, guys? Why aren't you guys doing something about that? When she's just trying her best to move the goalpost from the actual topic of conversation to try to move it into being everybody else's fault. That's the problem there. Now, there's other stuff that's things that I can't currently talk about, but I will say right now, I am pissed. I am severely disappointed, and I think she's lost her mind.
Relatable. So she did mess up the DA game stuff, but because she fucked up so bad with Saber Spark, now it's like an even bigger issue, and now she's trying to call attention to her lesser mistake.
Yes, in fact, she has willfully made it a point to avoid talking about the Saber Spark stuff other than and I'm sure you haven't gotten that far into it yet, but essentially what she does is she puts the onus on the audience for her failure.
Amazing.
Well, you guys, instead of focusing on my tone and whatnot, you should have just been asking, what did I mean by all this? And it's infuriating.
Okay, I'm sure I'll rage.
She should know better.
She's been sent 3 cease and desist from DA Games, apparently.
Yeah, and there's their own discussion about that I'm not getting into. At the same time, things are just ugly behind the scenes, and she's thoroughly convinced this is all my fault, so.
Stop blaming Peepaw!
Well, there could be some value to that. If I had paid closer attention to her nonsense, I probably could have stopped it before it happened, but I'm kind of busy with my own life, and I shouldn't have to babysit an adult.
Yeah, like, how old is she
I don't have to
again?
babysit you.
Like, that's true.
She's closer to my age than your age.
LOL! She's, like, in her 30s, if I remember correctly. Lio Man Bad Syndrome.
Yep.
Plus, you were the one that told her not to include the rape allegation.
Multiple times.
And she didn't listen. Oops, I did it again.
All right, then.
This is how I am. I'm crazy, y'all.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle, because I've got to get some
You're
stuff
gonna
done.
what
I
now?
will check in on you all later. Skedaddle. Leave.
What?
Skedaddle.
Guys, is it skedaddle or skediddle?
It's skedaddle, skedaddle. You can do both.
No, it's skedaddle. The entire
It's skedaddle
chat.
and skedaddle.
No.
And I am not going to sit here and take that criticism from you, considering the unhinged thing you typed in my DMs once when you were intoxicated.
Okay, just because I was zooted and I said I needed to be fucked expeditiously doesn't mean...
That is not what you said. You tell them what you actually said.
I don't remember what I said.
You said, and I quote, "I need to be diddled." In fact, let me go ahead and hop off, and I'll send you the screen cap of it.
Okay.
All right. Chat gives Julie money.
Skididdy? Oh my god, you guys. I'm funny. I'm funny. Freakooly. Oh, what Mr. Crow said? What did Mr. Crow say? I can't find what Mr. Crow said. Do you have any plans if KP actually does go after your channel? I appreciate. Yeah, I'll counteract the claim. Because a DMCA claim, they can honor it, but she has to take me to court. if she actually wants it to stay down. Because otherwise the video will go back up. Where's the truly funny moments compilation? I just got a DM that says, "Hey Truly, love the stream." What the fuck? Thank you, Ribchon, for the $5. Hi, hello. I'm still waiting to be sent the goddamn thing, but we'll keep watching. I don't understand. This is something the Cartoonchi brought up. You don't get multiple chances when it comes to making allegations like she did. You kind of only have your one and only chance, and if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. Here's some money because Peepaw said to. Also, for being late, please don't laser me. Mods! He's okay. He gave me money. Dean Drag said, thank you for the $4.99. Yeah, when you put in the counter, it's just you have 10 days to sue me or do what I want with the content. Exactly. Fuck, I was gonna ask Leo to say 6-7. Oh my god, I found it. Or Lyle found it. Not the Inuyasha shock. Y'all, I said that when I was high off my ass. KP is mainly a media critic who partnered up with Courtney P to accuse Saberspike and DA Games. Problem, the video was ass. The Google Doc was removed, and the Saberspike thing was bullshit. Is there a community Discord server? I want to frequently. I can always make one. I don't know. Should I? I'll make a poll. Guys, we gotta start watching this video. It's been 34 minutes and we only watched a minute of the first video. It's okay. Also, you guys, there's 147 of you. Be sure to like the stream if you're enjoying it. Sorry, I got my tea. That's kind of ASMR. I only have 5 minutes, before I need to leave for work. Why ramble? What does that mean? This is becoming a regular question? Masked Kitty. Oh. Do y'all want me to make a server? Lol. Okay. Oh god, you guys do want me to make a server. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll make like a Patreon sector of it or something. I'll show my silly cat all the time. Make one in your own time. Alright. I'll make up... I'm in your server. I forgot about that. Fuck. Okay, I'll make a server at some point. And then, I don't know, I'll have like a patrons only section where patrons can hang out in like special little chats or whatever. Might need to dip because my Wi-Fi is ass right now. Hate New England weather. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But thank you for popping up at all. Only make a server if you're comfortable having past experience with Discord server sucks a lot, so take your time. And if you don't want to make a server, that's valid. Alright, I'll see what I'll do. I'll see what I can do. Okay, let's keep watching.
Since I understood the message did not come off as what I intended. I haven't yet spoken on the issue publicly, choosing to take time and space to be able to address legitimate concerns of the video with a clear head and level emotions. For those of you who still have no idea what I'm talking about, Earlier this year, I released a video about the online actions of DA Games associates Chris Deficianados and Will Ryan, another YouTuber named Steven, or Saberspark, and the association between them that creates a dangerous space.
Oh my god, the porn. What is we looking at? What the fuck are these memes? Oh, these are terrible.
For minors to occupy. Included in the video was my own testimony of interactions with Steven, as well as third-party testimony of additional interactions with Steven. The third-party testimony includes accusations of...
I'm gonna have to blur that out in the fucking... After the stream, I'm gonna have to blur that. What the fuck? What's good, peeps? Not much. Not much in this godless land, Spotweiler. That's so real. Shinobi's Vision just posting sad faces. That's so real. Like, that's upsetting. Why would you show me?
Essay from a person named Emily, accusations...
It's not just essay, it's grape. It is the R-A-P-E. It is forced penetration. That has a different legal definition in the States, girly pop. Insane time to join. I'm so sorry. She has Disney humor. She thinks it's hilarious, but comes off as either dumb or try hard. Real.
I platformed on a video that, in hindsight, wasn't suited for testimony that heavy. Some other notable issues that were pointed out was accusations of SA from a person, interactions with Steven. The third-party testimony includes accusations of SA from a person named Emily, accusations I platformed on a video that, in
oh yeah, Emu Emmy.
hindsight wasn't suited for testimony that heavy. Some other notable issues that were pointed out about my video was the tone. The general consensus was that the tone throughout the video was jokey and that I came across as making light of some serious accusations and conversations, as well as my social media postings leading up to the release of the video. My postings came across...
Woo, Julie mentioned hi, Willis. I have a Patreon now. I bet she's emo Emmy after all this. God damn it, you guys.
As bragging, clout chasing, and once again, that I was video. My postings came across as bragging, clout chasing, and once again, that I was making light of a serious situation. I'd like to firstly...
Yes, it did. Because she was including... If you guys have seen the Cartoonchi video, which, like, let's go ahead and pull it up. Let's go ahead and pull up the Cartoonchi video. Cartoonchi. Ba 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 ba. Guys, I just want you to tell me if this comes across as making light of the allegation. Cartoonchi mentioned! Hi, Cartoonchi! This is the kind of shit that was in her video.
And how seriously people should take them. Here's a short compilation.
Welcome to another segment of Maybe the Internet Was a Big Fucking Mistake.
Big mistake. Big.
Imagine consequences for your actions. Part 2. Will Ryan is a textbook pedo and probably very unstable person. Sorry, yo. Then child grooming is bad, right?
Well.
This is all in her video.
Be Jerry
Minus the laugh tracks. The laugh tracks were included by Cartoonchi to point emphasis. But like, fuck.
Seinfeld, who dated a 17-year-old when he was 38.
And she's also 17.
Bold and beautiful.
She's so young, she doesn't realize I'm a predator.
Because you don't want to go to college is just shitty and selfish.
Oh, you are just the worst type of person.
Nah.
Like, that's making light of it. There's so... Why was there so many... Was that funny? Like, imagine including all the fucking memes and then being like, I didn't mean to make light of it. Like, bitch. There's a way to include jokes or, like, ways to bring levity to a serious situation without ruining the tone. Like, I think I have done that pretty well. Because, like, I don't know. There was a video where I had to talk about, you know, my own grooming that happened from my ex-boyfriend. And there was comedy in that video, but it didn't distract from the serious nature. And when there was serious, when it was time to be serious, it was time to be serious. And it just seems like she really did not find that time. And she did not, yeah. You're gonna make KP feel unsafe. She can feel unsafe all she wants. White woman tears do not scare me. Yeah, this is like mocking. Have I watched Beckett and Mr. Enter's videos? No. I don't know if I should. KP's jokes feel forced, distracting, and so inappropriate for rape accusations. Terminally online, awareness of a goldfish. True. That basically sums it up.
I apologize for anyone who, again, that I was making light of a serious situation. I'd like to firstly apologize for
Oh, thank you. Will S just became a patron.
anyone who was hurt by my tone, both throughout the video and on my socials. My joking and memeing was contained to my own experiences as I deal with my own trauma that way.
Yeah, but it's not your place to joke on other people's trauma. Shut the fuck up.
I make dark jokes and make light of my own situations, something I didn't realize was not universal and might come off as if the tone pertained to any.
She didn't realize it was not universal. She didn't. Yeah, she didn't realize. Oh my god, girl. What kind of, like, logic is that? I cope through humor, and I thought everyone copes through humor, so it's okay for me to make fun of other people's shit. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Anyone's experiences that weren't my own. And I do want people to understand that it was directed at my own experiences, but I'm sorry that it didn't translate properly. Another thing I'd like to personally address is Courtney Pete and her treatment of another CSA survivor in the live chat of the video premiere. I have spoken to both Courtney and the affected individual, apologize on Courtney's behalf, and going forward, since she doesn't want to apologize herself, I'm cutting public ties with her. Well, I can't control the...
I've heard that she still has contact with Courtney Pete, by the way. Girl thinks that she's the only person in the world. Exactly, Beefamets. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
The actions of another grown individual, I can control how and if she is associated with my work and channel. Now I'd like to take some time to go over
Yeah, she's still in contact with Courtney.
my original intentions of the video. The conversation I wanted to start and the message that fell short. Steven, or Saberspark, employs an editor by the name of Chris, who owns a Discord server. Chris is also employed by Will, who owns the DA Games Discord server. There are a lot of names to keep track of, I know. Will has a passive posting pornographic, racist...
Why is it so poorly censored? Oh my god, that's just a hard R on my screen. Jesus, get it off my screen, KP. Fuck. Okay, sorry. Yeah, why are you showing that? Sorry, we're gonna listen only right now. Yeah, I don't need to see this.
Keep track of, I know. Will has a passive posting pornographic, racist, incestuous, and anti-Semitic content in both
Also, it's so poorly cropped.
his and Chris's servers. His own server, the DA Game server, having children as young as 11,
Oh god.
maybe younger, with access to these posts. Not only do children as young as 11 have access to this content, but there are also children as young...
Oh, okay. What is this? Life itself? It is not about age, it is indeed about the level of maturity. Now to the abusers who call about the fact that the mod is 12 and you call the mod out to be 2. Have you seen who I am? I'm 24 and still act young enough to be in school. Why is this in here? There's no evidence. Like, here, let me show you. There's no evidence. Same ones from the DA Games dog. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to blur the screens. Yeah, I'll have to blur the screens. Yeah, who is this? There's no one knows who this is. It's just a random thing. Who is this supposed to be?
These posts. Not only do children as young as 11 have access to this content, but there are also children as young as 12 given mod status.
This doesn't prove this, bitch. This is ass evidence. This doesn't prove anything. This is stupid. This is not evidence, KP. This is just text on a screen, and we have no proof of who it's from or where it was posted. She probably wrote this herself.
The same server also has a man accused of and arrested of child grooming.
Jeez, what the fuck?
Status. The same server also has a man accused of and
This is just someone... What? This isn't... Where is the proof that this person is in the server?
arrested of child grooming. This is Will's own views on how children should be interacted with online.
Okay, we have something. We have something to work with, you guys. Yeah, where is the proof?
This is...
Okay. It's been brought to my attention that there are 3 names, not going to name them, who have been abusing our mod. Again, no name, but I'm pretty sure you know who you guys are. Calling out that because of age, they shouldn't be allowed. Time and time again, I can't believe that I have to keep mentioning this, but mods are placed not on age, but maturity. I imagine if we took on a 41-year-old who acted 5 and a 12-year-old who acts 26. What? Let me tell you, that has happened. Oh, shit. Will S., thank you for the 2 New Zealand dollars. So how do I live in space now that I was promised? It's you can right now. You can just go to space and you'll live. Try it. And will happen periodically, not in this server, but life itself. Oh, okay. Finally, Jesus Christ.
This is Will's own views on how children should be interacted with online. With
Brain broke trying to even say this out loud. Abusers who call out the fact that that this mod is 12 and you call the mod out to be 2. Okay, yeah, this is stupid. Yeah, this is wrong. You can't at me. Her brain seems to break very often. Truth nuke.
some 12-year-olds are more mature than some 40-year-olds.
I mean, probably true, but that doesn't mean that they are allowed. What is this? Is it? Oh my god. Are we about to make a grooming accusation? You mod for my Discord server, therefore I've groomed you? Is that what we're doing?
I'd like to point out that this is groomer mentality. This is the same sort of language used to make a child feel special and grown up when receiving inappropriate attention from grown people online or off.
KP. Yeah, don't fucking mod a 12-year-old. Pick and choose what to read, exactly.
Not to mention that Discord's own terms of service state that the users must be 13 to even be on the platform.
True, if you're 12, get off Discord! The KP is like, someone get Beckett in here? Oh god, I could get Beckett in here, maybe. Oh, sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to yell. Oh my god. You can't make an accusation in your apology. It's ill-advised, definitely. Just got ear banged. I'm sorry, you guys. It was necessary. I had to remind the masses what is necessary in life.
Terms Will and Chris seem to be happy to help children break. 13 to even be on the platform. Terms Will and Chris seem to be happy to help children break.
Awesome. I like being yelled at.
How and why does this pertain to Steven? Well, frankly, I see an issue with the content creator employing someone who directly contributes to inappropriate interactions with children online by...
Guys, should we watch the Beckett video so that I can understand how much she's lying through her teeth? We could pull up the Beckett video. I think I'd probably rather watch that than the rest of this. Kim Possible lies a lot. Okay, bet we're gonna watch this. Oh my god, it's 32 minutes! Ah!
Now,
Oh my gosh. A British man wouldn't have scared me awake. Why do y'all try to go to sleep to these streams? You know I yell. Yeah, it's here. This is it. I'm assuming this is it. I love Kim Possible lies a lot. Sup, girly? Hi, Mr. Gamer. How are you? But my voice is soothing? Guys, is my voice soothing? That's a very sweet thing to say. Expect for Yelly. Always support a fellow British. Okay, we're gonna speed this up. And we're gonna watch this instead of the thing. Happy fall, truly. The leaves are changing here. Hell yeah. Happy fall, you guys. Thank you for the $1.99 Starbird. Truly the bully. Okay, truly the Yelly hurt my ears. Alright, we're gonna watch this. Aw, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Everything just dies. Oh. I'm assuming that you live in like the desert or something. Lisi, what is your name? Lisi's ew? Yeah, desert living. Join me in copyright hell. I definitely will. Hi, Hidden.
Now, normally, I just do a stream.
Hi everyone, welcome to the video.
I Love Kim Possible a Lot has finally released her response video, and to the surprise of precisely nobody, she has learnt nothing from this entire saga. Now, normally, I just do a stream segment and go over it.
Hidden, you want on the stream? I can bring you on if you want. Oh, you. Okay. I couldn't tell if it was like an emoticon. I have to nap. Why are you napping? Fucking Germans. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You work in 6 hours. But why? Wait, can I call you on so you can say German words? I just want you to say German words. Okay. Oh my... What?! Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, you guys. Happy spring. What the fuck? Happy spring. I'll be making cheesecake. Only lactose intolerant people are allowed to get some. Thank you so much for the 5. How much is that? I think that's 50,000 or 500,000, right? Jesus Christ. What is this? No, that is not 500,000. I can't even tell the number, but it's a big number. I'm truly doing conversion rates. Dude, I can't tell how much money that is. Is less than $1? It's less than $1? Why does it show up as red? The conversion rate is weird. Wait, hold on. I need to get Hidden on. Hidden, I'ma call you. Let me turn on streamer mode. There we go. Thank you for the 500 Argentina pesos. Welcome to the chat. I have things for you to read out.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, wait, you're making me do the thing again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Kommando Leiteinheit Bioresonanztechnik Replika. There you go.
Guys, she's so good at it.
Yeah, it's almost like it's my main language. That's crazy.
Okay. I love winter, but go back to heck where they belong. Oh, bug, go back to heck. Thank you, Willis, for the 2 New Zealand dollars. Conversions are ass kickers, dude. Fuck, I don't know much German. Well, Willis, you're New Zealand. You're from New Zealand.
Wow.
Do the roar.
This is literally the meme.
Hold on, I have
we
more.
never talk.
I have
Oh
more.
no.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm so curious.
Okay. Read this.
Oh wow. Okay, Landvermessungsschiff-Techniker Replika. There you go.
She does it so eloquently, you guys. We're having our resident German read out German names.
Here, you can read one.
You read that out.
This is I think the longest German word like recognized by the dictionary, which is Rindfleisch-Etikettungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. God bless.
Yeah, what she said. Someone wants you to say ambulance in German.
Krankenwagen.
I think someone just said my Dutch is ass. Or my German is ass.
Yeah, but it's okay. I still love the non-Germans.
That separates you from a group of people that we know about.
Oh my god. Cursed. This is cursed. Let's see. Oh, there's a longer one. Okay, never mind. I was lied to. This is longer. Look at this.
Okay, one more and then you go. Okay, read
Then
this
I'll
one.
leave. Donaudampfschifffahrtselektrizitäten Hauptbetriebswerk Bauunternehmen Beamtengesellschaft. God bless.
God bless. Bye, Hidden.
Bye.
Hidden heroine, everyone. Don't mention the war. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, we have so many people here. Almost 200 people. Goddamn. Don't mention the war. Okay. We gotta get back on topic, you guys. It's been an hour.
Have a laugh, make some super chats. But in this case, I'm actually so annoyed by this response video that I think KP deserves something all to herself. So what we're going to do today is not just go over her response, but I'm also going to release many of the interview segments that for one reason or another were never included in the original video, as well as my DMs with KP, because I want to give you a glimpse behind the curtain, a peek into who KP really is. Because this woman is lying to you, and if she's not going to tell you the truth, then I will. Let's get into it.
Oh shit, okay. Oh my god, rotting art! I love rotting. I actually had just commissioned rotting. For the thumbnail of the next video, you guys! Ed Sheeran. You're only disrespectful as fuck!
Let's begin by talking about KP's response video itself, because it's actually a fairly wild ride of
rotting.
reflection. KP begins the video by taking accountability for at least the tone of the content. You know that thing precisely 5 people cared about, one of whom was Brony Fandon't? If you're wondering whether KP really addresses the actual issues people have with her, the answer is of course she doesn't. In fact, if anything, she actually doubles down and adds new, unheard accusations into a response for some reason.
Real. Being called Ed Sheeran is awesome. Do you get called Ed Sheeran, Malta?
The same server also has a man accused of and arrested of child grooming.
Now, I personally have never looked into the DA game's story, and I don't intend to start now. But what is interesting here is that KP just cannot help herself. She is basically a female, just a robot, unable.
If someone called me that, I'd end it all! The man called you Goth Velma? If someone called me female, just a robot, I would end it all. No, because my ran down face, you shady? I'm not shady. Okay, I am shady, but not to you.
To contain her vindictive.
Just a Robot always appears.
Rage against the people she feels have wronged her. And once again, KP just throws this accusation out there in a trust me bro moment. And firstly, I'm not even sure what the
Exactly. Yeah, I pointed that out. That there's like no evidence that that person is in the server.
accusation is. KP, are you claiming that Will and DA Games are knowingly harboring sexual predators?
She might somehow be worse than Jar. At least Jar isn't striking down videos. That is true. I think she's crossed the line, yeah. I think she is worse than Jar.
For some reason. This, of course, is just the beginning of the problem because you can't trust KP. She lies all the time. For example, let's just look at...
Oh my god. Who told you to pass me this? Is this Yan? Oh, someone named Lou. Okay. Earlier in the video when she spoke about the DA game stuff, she brings up a man named Zachary David Louis. I think that's how it's spelled, and talks about how he was arrested for child grooming. What she fails to mention is that, for one, he was not arrested for that. He was arrested twice for possession of CICM for a total of 17 charges. And here are the charges and the arrests. This is crazy. What just happened? Oh my gosh, the Republic of China is here. Hello, Republic of China. Under the jail, exactly.
how she frames the story with Chris.
Not to mention the fact that Chris himself has admitted to and bragged about a little sex crime that Steven brushed off as a sex joke.
KP is lying to you here. Once again, firstly, Chris apologized to KP about 2 years ago. And secondly, this was a joke. But with Chris, you've got literally the reverse of that situation where he does admit it's a fuck up. Says that he's sorry.
Lousy loser. 1382. Thank you for the $2. Hi, Truly. I asked Hidden to pass it. Okay, thank you. Wood Chipper. Thank you, Willis, for the $2 New Zealand dollars.
And it's like, that feels like...
Remember to like the stream if y'all are enjoying, y'all.
Like it's not enough 2 years later. So, yeah, I kind of want to be clear about that, because I think that's something that...
Okay, wait, I missed something.
It's a fuck up. It says that he's sorry. And it's like, that feels like it's not enough 2 years later. So, yeah, I kind of want to be clear about that, because I think that's something that you are going to catch flack for. Chris made up a gross story, and I'd ask you to bear in mind, this was over a decade ago. Yet, Kate...
Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, this is just a robot behavior. Let's have beef with bitches from the Stone Age.
He chooses to reframe this here into a sex crime. There is a whole section in the first video where KP and I talk about Chris. But make no mistake, KP wants to see this man fired and his entire life ruined for it. This section also lets us move on to say this part, because not only is KP not sorry for...
Yeah, because the whole thing was that... this was brought up in Hidden's video. I remember this being brought up in Hidden's video. Where... We have to go watch Hidden... We have to go to Hidden Heroine.
You can hear her give me full access to a draft of what she was meant to put out. This...
Oh, thank you, Hidden. Okay, yeah, here it is, here it is.
Sex crime. The original...
I think this shows the thing.
Original story, and I have to retell this here, is that Chris made up a story about...
Masturbating in the shared... Yeah, version of the story has been sharing in which Chris had been masturbating in a shared bathroom of the group when others weren't around. During a breaking period from the convention-related activities for him while on the toilet, after which he experienced a bout of lightheadedness allegedly related to achieving an orgasm. Jesus Christ, you guys. Before collapsing from his seat on the toilet, landing on a pile of KP's dirty laundry, which includes his face landing on a pair of her previously loose, sensitive clothing article. That's about underwear. Bro freaked too far, true.
Jerking off the orgasm and fell face first into KP's underwear that she left in the shared bathroom. In her Q&A, KP tries to rewrite the history, without proof mind you, into Chris jerking off onto her clothes in order to frame it as if it actually happened, despite previously and repeatedly acknowledging it as made up, so she can point at him for sexual misconduct and argue that people like DA Games and Saberspark would be legally obligated to fire him.
Ah! This is so annoying. We don't even know if that really happened. Gross joke, absolutely job blacklisting worthy. No, exactly. He was jerking off in private. It's a weird story, yeah. And he's already apologized for it. Also, why are you leaving your fucking underwear out, weirdo? Both of you are weird. He's weird for making up that story, and she's weird for leaving her undies out. The fuck?
For leveling false rape accusations against him, she also
Whoa.
Saberspark, because not only is KP not sorry for leveling false rape accusations against him, she also starts claiming he was abused as a child, showing a screenshot that does not say that, as some sort of bizarre weaponized gotcha.
And once again, for someone who not very long ago had plenty to say on whether Gabriel Brown was or wasn't a groomer, that child predation online is terrible. Not very long ago had plenty to say on whether Gabriel
Rarely got involved in these things, but if my reputation is worth anything at all, then I'll use it to say the following. It was all on the level. You're right, Claire had a crush on Gabe, but Gabe never reciprocated until she was around 20 or so. It's weird, but it was legal. I also hope I've built a reputation for calling out BS when it exists, and I've been saying the same thing to anyone who will listen. Not this happening like a week after I turned 19. I watched him reject her in person when it couldn't be right. I've spoken to them both and asked appropriate questions. They're okay.
Gabriel Brown was or wasn't a groomer, that child predation online is terrible, and he himself has been abused as a child.
It's a terrible situation full of bad faith actors who are claiming to know the truth. To answer your question, no, I do not support groomers. Sexual assault is something that unfortunately me and my family know all too well. That girl, what? That is not him saying that he was abused as a child. I'd sooner die than to ever defend someone guilty of that. It feels like a knife in my gut knowing my personal history that I choose to keep private, but then, what the fuck?
It seems odd that he has nothing to say about his own employees' child predation, even to condemn it, let alone him excusing masturbation onto a stranger's clothes.
That didn't happen.
A biohazard and sexual harassment as a joke.
A biohazard? Okay. Huh?
Now, right from the off, KP...
Yes, that would be a biohazard. Also, I feel like you would be able to tell if someone nutted on your clothes. But so far, KP hasn't said, yeah, I found this dude's cum on my fucking underwear. Saying assault is something that happened to your family, and equating that to he got abused is gross. Exactly.
He has always been looking for a way to go at Saberspark. Not just with the accusations themselves, but even in my early conversations with her, KP seems to view the potential of Saberspark's guilt as a potential way for her to save herself.
Is there any other alarming behavior that Sabers displayed publicly? Not anything like this often.
This fucking art is crazy. Resident Evil 7 clothing biohazard. That's fucked up. Cartoon-chi.
But like that is displayed publicly, like anyway that people are concerned about?
Honestly, I mean, Saber seems to me, having gone through kind of what's in front of me, a bit of an asshole. But he's a YouTuber. It's not unusual.
Yeah, she's assuming he's been abused as a child. Like, none of this is okay.
But not really. I can't. No one else I've seen is making any claims against Saber or anywhere near this fucking nature of the Emmy claims. From his perspective, I can see.
No, I just feel bad.
At the time, I read this as some kind of genuine remorse, but as things have moved on, it is abundantly clear that KP is not sorry in the least. This bitch is not sorry for what she did to Saberspark. She's sorry it didn't work. We'll get into this
oh my god
further later, but one of KP's big problems is that she is completely delusional. During our
if anyone says Ed Sheeran again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Conversations, I basically had to lay out very clearly the situation she and others had created for themselves in going after Saberspark in this way. I know that there is still an interest from other people.
The cashier drawing is fucked up.
Going after the DA Games group.
Stop! You guys stop calling him Ed Sheeran! Sped Sheeran? I'm gonna assume that that's a fucking... I'm gonna ban all of you. God damn it.
I think those people are mental.
Inbred Queerin? Why did you tag me to say that?
If I'm honest,
He's in the shape of him. Y'all are awful.
I think that the reality is that a video like this very much gives Saber carte blanche in the eyes of a lot of people. It's an unsubstantiated rape allegation. He's a victim of that. He is an actual victim. Which means now anyone who produces a hit piece on Saber, the immediate response to that from basically anyone who's not ingrained in the I Hate Saber crowd is going to be, you're making a hit piece on somebody with who's had false rape accusations against them.
Yeah. Like I said, you only get one shot, and KP fucked it up. And now it's fucked for anyone... Sped Sheeran is something that Kristen Ark or Vlad would say? Oh god. Watching too much Soul Eater. Ed Sheeran if he had a commentary. Y'all are mean. He's Sheeran on my Beckett till I truly. Thank you.
That's like sort of like the line, and that is rough content to produce. It makes him a very difficult target if somebody did want to go after him. So we'll see. Some people don't care about that. A lot of people are more optics brained than they want to admit to. Now at this point,
even in her apology video, she assumes that Saber had a crush on her and flat out says, "I'm just not that into you." Where is that one? Oh, sorry. I'd have to hold on. I want to find that. If it's in the original thing.
Online by providing...
Okay, let's find it. What the fuck? Ew.
Prospective audiences. This led to a good number of people speaking down to me, harassing me, and sending me death threats largely based on the assumption that I was a bitter, jealous, stupid woman targeting an innocent, successful, intelligent man for the sin of not dating me. To which I'd like to respond by saying, Steven, I'm just not that into you.
Oh my god. Why is she acting like he said it? He didn't say that. If, like, the audience is saying that, you don't get to say, actually, I'm not into you that much. All of this is just making me think of the fucking Ariana Grande song. Gonna go nappy now. Good night, Willis. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for becoming a member. I saw that happened. Sorry for not addressing it earlier, and also thank you for becoming a patron. It's very sweet of you. She says it like a gotcha. So she assumes he was abused as a child, then goes, I'm not into you. Truly, I fucking hate this girl. Reasonable. 'Cause I'm so into you. That's all I think about when I hear that.
You may be wondering why simple concepts like Saberspark's going to get a lot of grace because you falsely accused him of rape need to be explained to KP like she's a mentally stunted 5-year-old. And
Jesus Christ.
That sounds mean, but I'm just giving a description here.
Yeah. It was pretty mean. But yeah. It does scare me. I do like Ariana Grande. Why are we judging this poor man? I mean, she is with all the weed use. Oh, yeah, oh god, we're not gonna go into, like, all the personal stories from, like, her ex-roommate, because I feel like that's just really invasive, and I don't want to look into stuff like that, but, like, dear god, the horror stories were scary.
AP, to be fair to her, is a trust fund kid nearing 40 who still lives at home with her mother. She doesn't really have any normal human interaction. Is a trust fund kid nearing 40 who still lives at home with her mother. She doesn't really have any normal human interaction.
What is up with these 40-year-olds who live with their parents being weird as hell? Beckett's hair, though. Beckett's hair does slay. Beckett is serving, like... I don't know what Beckett is serving right now, but I'm liking it. I'm gonna put this on mute for like 3 minutes and see if I know what Julie is talking about by that thing. Poorly socialized, yeah. First Psy scribbles, now KP. Yeah. Because, like, nearing 40 thing is an over-exaggeration. I don't think so, because I'm 20... Okay, Elia was 40. I'm 22. And he said that KP is closer to his age than mine. And if I remember correctly, she is nearing 40. Like, she is mid-30s, I believe. Which is, concerning. Old.
In fact, as far as anybody is aware, this woman has never had a long-term relationship, so it probably shouldn't come as much of a surprise that her understanding of normal human interactions are somewhat lacking. This may go some way to explaining why in KP's response video, she completely failed.
Will you ever talk about Psy Scribbles outside of your stream on them? I don't know if I have anything new to say about Psy Scribbles. She's kind of like... Ever since I pummeled her, verbally, it seems like she's been keeping to herself. Like, she stopped talking about me. I don't know. I haven't heard anything or been sent anything. Lyle's 40. I haven't been sent anything by anyone that, you know, Sai is still talking about me. She's 32? Why is she so much younger than I thought she was? That's still closer to him, because that's 10 years older than me, and 8 years younger than Lyle. Okay, yeah, so she's approaching mid-30s. Saya's gonna write 2 paragraphs of victim blaming without looking into sources. She would do that. Yeah, it's... I think the last thing I saw from anything in that crowd is, like, Malcolm. Y'all know Malcolm? Like, goddammit, Malcolm being, like, a complete idiot. And, like... If I may be dark woke for a second. Did I hear what? But if I may be dark woke for a second. So, like, my last stream was, like, the one about Just a Robot and Yen, their cult. Malcolm is a tourist. Lol. Where Malcolm was, like, raging at my title because I named it, like, Just a Beta Cook Robot literally cries to Gigapassoid T-Girl, which is, like, that's a combination of incel rhetoric and transgender 4chan rhetoric. It's, like, that's a mixture of, like, 2 groups that I'm obviously not politically aligned with or socially aligned with, like, not in any way aligned with beliefs. Like, so obviously it's ironic. It's an exaggeration. It's played for laughs. And Malcolm saw that and was like, you're being delusional because, Yen hasn't voice trained. So, you know, you can't call her a gigapassoid. Yeah, I was actively mocking the lingo, and he's like, you're being delusional. She's not a gigapassoid because she isn't voice trained. And I'm like, Malcolm? Why is your nasally spoken ass talking about other people's voices passing or not? You know, if I may be dark woke for a moment. It's just really funny to me. Currently stuck at the car repair place and there's a puppy. Aww. Malcolm be on the LGBT board on 4chan. Malcolm is a word I won't say. Jesus Christ. Bro sounds like Nerd Pack. Malcolm Sabao. Literally, Malcolm is just a weirdo. For the longest time of Yen and I's friendship, I thought she was just a deep-voiced woman. Yeah, like, her voice doesn't sound, like, nice. She just kind of sounds soft-spoken. Like, she has a feminine air to her voice. It's not like she sounds really masculine. Her voice sounds deeper. So him being like, it's about passing, and when I'm, like, mocking the terms because I don't give a fuck about passing or not. I don't give a fuck if you pass or not. It was clearly ironic. And him not getting that is, like, Malcolm is kind of dumb, you guys. I don't know if you've picked up on that. Malcolm, He's a little stupid. But let's keep watching.
Fails to understand why Saberspark is getting so much quote-unquote grace. Saberspark showed evidence not just of his DMs with Emmy displaying what their relationship looked like, but also evidence of how far he was prepared to go to prove his innocence. KP highlights the fact that Saberspark makes a mistake regarding the timeline in my interview with him.
When given his own testimony on the accusations leveled against him, his own lapses in memory are not painted as proof of a malicious lie. His own incorrect recollection of events, as proved by the screenshots he himself provided, are not painted as proof of a malicious lie.
However, what KP completely fails to acknowledge is it doesn't matter, because Saberspark has also got the DMs. We can check in real time whether he is telling the truth. You can speak in an interview. It's okay. What you can't do is lie repeatedly in statements, which is what Emmy has done.
Yeah, those are two different things. One of them is just like an on-the-fly kind of thing, and the other one is premeditated. Like, why? I feel like I'm gonna ask that question a lot. Why is this not obvious to her? Why is this not obvious to KP? Never heard of Malcolm, but he's a dumbass. Love Yun's voice. Yeah, Malcolm is just stupid.
KP also focuses in on the fact that there was some kind of relationship, so surely that means that something must have happened. And this is why I mentioned earlier that KP doesn't—
Ew! Are you serious? Damn! To be fair, I thought Malcolm was a cis man, albeit a barely nasally sounding one. Clocked and gagged. Clocked and gagged. Folks think I'm a big dude by my deep voice. I'm a scrawny puke, though. Got my dad's scary voice, apparently. Because she's a media reviewer and to stick to that. Wait, what is that? That's creepy. Because, like, let me hear this again. It sounds like... Because, like, what they're saying is like... She's not certain that the essay happened. But she's like, oh, there was some type of relation there, so something must have happened. That's fucked up. That's weird as fuck. The presumption, all these assumptions from KP are incredibly weird. Like the assumption that Saber must have been abused as a child, that something must have happened just because there's evidence of some type of relationship. The evidence that fucking he thinks she has a crush on him. What the fuck?
Can't do is lie repeatedly.
I'm an androgynous guy with an androgynous voice. I pass whenever I feel like it real.
In statements, which is what Emmy has done. KP also focuses in on the fact that there was some kind of relationship, so surely that means that something must have happened.
That's disgusting. That's revolting.
And this is why I mentioned earlier that KP doesn't seem to have had any long-term relationships. The only way this dumb as rocks femcel can read human interactions—
Jesus Christ!
—is in some way aggressive. Now, I'm not just saying this without any kind of grounding. KP seems to have a long history of making accusations against people, predominantly that people are in some way attracted to her. Something that she, yes, does here in her response video.
This led to a good number of people speaking down to me, harassing me, and sending me death threats largely based on the assumption that I was a bitter, jealous, stupid woman targeting an innocent, successful, intelligent man for the sin of not dating me.
I could see the misogynistic narrative attempting to be spun there. Oh, white woman. Please don't.
To which I'd like to respond by saying, Steven, I'm just not that into you.
KP is obsessed with the idea that people must be attracted to her and must like her. In fact, during my conversations with her, despite the fact that I'm making a drama commentary video on her, she starts asking me, what would it take for me to watch her content again? Go on.
Well, you were a fan of the content before, like, controversies happened, right? Like, would you go out of your way to watch a video that wasn't about controversy that I made, like, randomly?
I mean, I liked some of the...
Oh, Beckett, not trying to... Yeah, Steven is Saber. No, Malcolm is goddammit Malcolm, who I think is a dummy.
Analysis stuff, which was negative. I find media analysis generally... Well, I used to watch a lot of media analysis stuff. People like Ralph the Movie Maker. It is worth noting here, of course, I had explained to her that my interest in her content and why I knew her was purely based on the horse news drama back in the day, and I should be clear, that's a drama about her not paying her employees, something she still doesn't understand as an issue to this day.
What the fuck?
But given that KP seems to have no issues with spreading allegations...
Was he in the middle? I hope not. Bubonic tonic. The long-ass pause was fucked.
on rumors, I think we should talk about the other occasion when KP spread false sexual harassment allegations about somebody. Now, I didn't include this in the first video because I can't...
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Ashes. Hi, V. The better V.
But I was told this story with remarkable detail.
No, I know Bubonic Tonic.
By 3 separate people. And the TLDR is that while at a convention in the 2010s, KP was walked back to her hotel by one of the con staff. She would then spin this into him sexually harassing her, as he was clearly deeply in love with her. And
huh?
While no logs for this story exist, I did ask KP about it, to which she responded, shockingly, by talking about one of her former editors. Just how many accusations has this psycho put out there?
Hey, thanks for talking to me.
Alright, fine.
So I'm...
Head Goon. I just realized that's her name in one of the servers. Fuck my life. The better V.
totally blind.
Gonna go make chili dogs. Y'all want some? Hell yeah, brother. Give me some.
I'm excited by Casey's take on me. Like, I wish if I was coming off that way, she would have told me. So I was wondering if you had any, like, additional information about that, because I'm, like,
Sure.
horrified, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, I don't blame you for finding that kind of a bit blindsiding, because I think it's difficult. So, I mean, I can give you my take generally, because it's... I think part of this comes down to, like, how the fandom worked, and the fact that it was very non-confrontational. But I think it's...
What kind of chili? Main character syndrome.
Like a historian answer, but okay.
Well, I think part of it is, like, it's difficult, because I see people all the time where they're like, I didn't realize that I wasn't, like, clicking with people, and some of it was... It's a good way to describe some of the stories. Like, some of it was stuff where it was just, like, you missed social cues with people.
How many people did you talk to about this? I'm a little concerned.
Well, I mean, I wanted to get, like, a full picture, and also there were some claims about you which I thought were, you know, it needed substantiating, because I didn't think they were fair to you. And I mentioned the essay story from one of the cons, which was mentioned to me by a few people.
The essay story. Huh? The assault story?
Because I didn't think they were fair to you. And I mentioned the essay story from one of the cons, which was mentioned to me by a few people. And I saw mentions of just when I was going through sort of like general takes on history, which I can't substantiate, there's no logs for.
For Emmy?
No, there was a claim that while you were at one of the cons, somebody with staff offered to walk you back to the hotel room. And then you basically said that this person was going to essay you.
Ew, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? I don't know what that is. I would need more information.
I can have a dig. I mean, I have heard it from a few people, so I don't know whether it's a rumor or something that's spiraled. But yeah, I mean...
Oh shit! KP is crazy embarrassing. Thank you, Minty Goose Juice. I think you're Toby, right? You are Toby. Thank you, Toby, for the $20. Very generous. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, also, I have something to tell you guys. I think we're only gonna be able to watch, like, no, not Toby, like the... Yeah, okay, yeah. Toby Woby Woo. I'm gonna play games after the stream. I'm gonna play more horror games, so stick around if you want to see me play Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion.
I think it could be after the drama I had, after my first thing, Bob, I had an editor, Jordan, who got very attached to me in an unhealthy way, and when I kind of tried to come off, he lashed out. I think he made a video, he went to Horse News, like the whole thing. And I think I told BabsCon staff, was it at BabsCon, out of curiosity?
I'm not...
What toppings do I enjoy on my hot dogs? Mustard.
Sure. So I'd have to go and check the notes. This is actually the last conversation I would ever have with KP. It occurred on the 24th, shortly after the release of my first video, because what really surprised KP was finding out that nobody liked her. And if I'm to give you a flavor of this interview, it's basically...
Jesus Christ.
Me explaining to an adult woman why she has been, for her whole life, unable to make any actual friends.
That is... it makes me want to feel bad for her, but she's so malicious that I can't. She's so old, and she's so malicious, and she's so intentional about everything that I can't feel bad for her over the fact that no one likes her, because it's clear that she has played a huge role in that being the truth. Becca is clogging her. He is gagging the shit out of her.
I mean, I think the big thing was, like, Casey was just sad more than anything else.
Well, I mean, that's kind of my frustration with it, because part of it is like, this would have been helpful if I knew what the elephant in the room is, but like, I know Casey means well, but it's kind of insulting that I'm just...
This, guys, would you be interested in more KP streams? Because I'm realizing how long it's taken for me to get through this. Oh my gosh, it's Sheetin Sheetsaru. Hello, chat. It's Liquid Heaton. Because we're barely getting through this, and oh my goodness. Malta, thank you for the £2. Beckett, stop trying to make fetch happen. KP, goddamn. Okay, y'all want more, because there's more content. There's obviously like the original response, the hidden heroine watching, and the fucking, I can't think. There's another call basically that I don't know if I have permission to share yet. I don't think I do, but that eventually I would love to play for y'all, because it makes me want to cry. From what I listened to of it, I only listened to about 20 minutes, and it was agonizing. How much is she? I'm willing to bet she's gonna DMCA me stream. Oh, I'm already expecting it. I'm just gonna counter it. A call with who? A mystery person. I can't say who it was with yet, but best believe it's exciting.
So clueless and dumb, apparently, that she needs to mentor me without even having that direct conversation.
Well, like, I think one of the stories I heard was, like, a relationship with, Jeff.
Yeah, new KP call! New KP call!
Which was, yeah, Ace Best.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, it seemed like you didn't understand why he didn't want to be friends, or why he just didn't click with you. Like, this seemed to cause, like, a bit of drama.
No, it was more than that, because I think I just asked for something more casual than that, and
what?
I got really mad because I had to make.
Oh my gosh! Hi, yes, hi, hello, hello, resident sadist, Rez. Should I call you Rez? What should I call you? Just because I forget. It's been a while since we've last spoken. Mods, they're okay. They're non-binary. I'm gonna place a bet it was Lio £10 to Chuli if me wrong. Res works. Okay, bet. We'll see about that, Malta.
Be direct. But like that was my what I mean, like even before all this. Like,
non-binary privilege.
Casey kind of talked to me like, you know, there are some learning steps, and I'm just like, Casey, like can you politely get my side before you assume what is happening? So I don't know. That's an aside.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult. I mean, Emmy was part of this circuit for a while, and you said last night in DMs, you were like, "Oh well, it never occurred to me to ask Casey about Emmy." And when we spoke like the first time, and I was like, "Well, you knew it was Emmy from the start. Why didn't you look into her?" And again, this isn't just you. No one's looked into fucking anybody in this. So this isn't just a you problem. But like, why do you think it is that you never thought to like look into or ask anyone about Emmy?
I think I made the assumption that, like, because I know a lot of other girls, not a lot, a handful of girls this has happened to, but girls sometimes tend to fade out of the fandom because there's issues with harassment in general, like, you know,
okay.
Yeah, and things like that, so I...
She just gives up halfway through and she's like, yeah, and things like that.
Because there's issues with harassment in general, like, you know,
This happens a lot. I noticed that, like, I haven't had much to say, like, going over this call, and it's because KP walks people in circles. She's agonizing to talk to. Since I love mustard, do I like sauerkraut too? I've never had sauerkraut. Non-binary privilege means I can show up late with no consequences. Ooh, exactly. Do you like pickle relish on your hot dogs, or are you a pickle hater? I will have to boycott you if you are. I'm not a pickle hater. I don't know, pickle curious. I'm sure if you combined pickle relish with mustard, I'd probably be down. I'm not much of a hot dog person. That's the disconnect. I'm not much of a hot dog person.
Yeah, and things like that, so I assumed she was part of a pattern, I guess.
Get some damn sauerkraut. It's divine. Okay. Send me money for sauerkraut then.
she just kind of
Pickled radish is tasty itself. Okay.
like distanced herself from her pony friends because this thing happened and it upset her. It made her think of what she's claiming. So if that makes any sense.
In the case of KP, it is always someone
Oh,
else's
thank God
fault.
it's
She
over.
Is always the
Yeah.
victim. And the reason I include that
It's because she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. KP is a victim narcissist. I have been able to pick up on that. Y'all, I am so fucking armored against narcissists. If I see one, I'm like, kill it. Shoot it dead. Right there. Not literally. In Minecraft, you know, in a video game. But like, God, I fucking hate narcissists. And a victim narcissist, I can catch one a mile away. Because what Beckett here is describing is victim narcissism.
this is because it brings me on to why I'm leaking my DMs with KP. Now, normally I have a pretty hard rule about not doing this, but in this case, I actually feel like my hand is being forced a little bit. KP presents my coverage as deeply biased in favor of Saberspark, which, I mean, I'm biased by the fact that he's innocent, sure, but there is something deeper here.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. The fuck? And there's no evidence for anything about him. God. Plenty of my family members have narc tendencies. I'm so sorry.
The actual reason KP stopped talking to me, it's because her current response video is not the one she was planning to make. In fact, originally, she planned to go after Casey. Apparently, she wasn't happy with the way that Casey had characterized her, but having spent...
Hey, I wanted to get your opinion on what to do with Casey. Well, I mean, you can reach out to her. I think everyone is still just dealing with things, but see what happens after the next Saber vid is out. I mean more like, what's your read? I don't think she wants to talk to me. I'm meaning, I'm guess not. What's your goal? Patching things up? No, honestly, I'm really uncomfortable with how Casey has characterized me, but I don't know if it's worth a try from my perspective, I guess. God. Officer, that one right there, vibes. Yeah, we are watching Beckett drag KP.
Hours talking to KP. I'm going to be honest with you, if anything, Casey was way too nice. Behind the scenes through this entire thing, KP has been...
I don't really want to be friends with Casey after this anyway. I figured it would be the adult thing to do before I respond publicly first. You can try reaching out, though I have to be honest, it sounds like you haven't learnt much from any of this, KP. I mean, you seem fine with Emmy at this point and flip sides on a dime. I'm not saying anything about you in the next vid, really, because it's not relevant, but you went on and made peace with someone making false rape accusations without even waiting to see if there was proof of it. Kinda nuts, honestly. Right, no, I wanted to hear from her, but I'm definitely not friends with Emily. I'm just trying to fill the gaps and make an informed decision. Well, you went and spoke to her, and now you're coming to me talking about taking shots at Casey for getting mad at you. What am I meant to think? Yeah, why is she still fine with Emily? That's weird. Be a superhero? Her superhero name is Chubby. Superpower, narcissist sense. Previous wins, Clanker, Booger Lover, Diddy Tones, Solid Heaton, and Nezor.
In flip-flopping between different sides depending on who's speaking to her. And these DMs come shortly after KP had had a conversation with Emily, in which I've been reliably informed by the third party she completely rolled over. At one point, and bear in mind that this is second-hand testimony for which I can't present any evidence because the call wasn't recorded, KP said that she didn't have any sympathy for Saberspark as the allegations were being treated as no big deal, while the harassment her and Emmy were receiving was far worse. This also...
Oh my god, KP. That unfortunately sounds very in line for someone of a KP's demeanor, by which I mean a victim narcissist. A victim narcissist would absolutely say that. This is the way that Heaton acts. This is the way that Heaton acts about this shit. Let's be bees. Oh god. We're probably going to watch the rest of this video and then hop on to the video game stream, and then we'll just watch the rest of the stuff. Hello, Clover Bites. You're late. Mods. Sick 'em. We'll watch the other stuff on another time. How does that sound? Also, you guys, be sure to tune in this Friday. This Friday, we have a tea spilling stream. Sick 'em. Thoughts on people like KP falsifying essay allegations? Get your ass beat in a video game. That's what I'm saying. Like 1v1 me on Smash. We have a tea spilling stream this Friday. And it's going to be with clown teeth. So you guys should be enjoying that. Is the gaming stuff on members only? It will be after the stream, but don't worry, all the members only stuff from this channel will eventually be made public on the streaming channel. Yeah, we're gonna have Clown Teeth on for Friday's stream. So make sure you tune in for that because I'm so excited for that one.
It goes some way to explain why it's taken so long for KP to actually respond.
Well, my question would be why? Of all the criticism of you, I think KC from public perspective would be the bottom of the list. Like, there are so many things before that. If you want to sort things out with Casey because she was your friend, that's one thing. But if you're worried about the public perception, I wouldn't even address it. It's a nothing complaint about you compared to everything else. I understand, but I'm asking you about Casey specifically because you already talked to her. I guess that's a fair point that Casey isn't that big on the list, but I think you're assuming I haven't thought about how to address the other issues because we haven't discussed it directly. Is the vibe? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I came seeking your opinion about that, so thanks for your input. If Chulu's ops were Maverick from Mega Man, it'd be Mucus Housefly Antler Narcissist. That's all I got. Who even is Casey? Someone that spoke negatively about KP.
Half the time, people have seemingly been talking her off the ledge of what she's planning to put into this damn thing.
God damn! Talking her off the ledge is crazy.
And it's worth noting that some of what was in the August draft of the response video did actually leak because...
Yeah... Should I out myself, chat? If I had a nickel for every former BronyTuber who's exactly 32 years old that's had a public tantrum about a video I made on them, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's about to happen twice, right?
As Cartoonshi would put out this tweet in reference to it. But being the professional that I am, I have saved the best for last, because I want to show you the last message I would ever receive from...
Jesus, I'm not reading that. Let me out myself. I'm the one that told Cartoonshi. I received the information from a third party, and then I passed that to Cartoonshi. And the Cartoonshi subtweeted about it. KP is writing the Bible. Beckett reads it out. Thank God. Truth Nukem. Yeah, I was looking out for Cartoonshi. I was like, yo, so this, like, 32-year-old woman is planning on, like, coming after you, saying some stuff that we'll hear when we get to the original response. We'll hear exactly what the claim was, that I brought to Cartoonshi. And he was like, why? Cartoonshi is the most based British. There's a few of them. There's a few based Brits out there. And hopefully I will see them again soon because I miss Cartoonshi. I know you're in chat. I miss you. Love. Wish I can see you next year.
From KP, because it is completely fucking mental. Beckett.
I can't say it just yet, but she sent another message like this to another person. And it's just as deranged. She does this when she cuts people off. When she cuts people off, she sends them like a manifesto of like, here's why you're evil and you have victimized me personally.
I have now reviewed your video feeling emotionally prepared to do so, and it's clear I was working against a bias throughout the entire project. For example, my comment saying, "Are you cool with me?" was not about whether people hated me, it was about whether I felt emotionally safe in an intense moment, which I didn't.
Oh
There
my
are more
God.
examples like this in your coverage. I also believe you made ethically questionable editorial choices. Your timeline/screenshot analysis in the second video risks being toxic, given trauma memory theory, a real documented effect, yet you...
Fucking hell! Fucking hell! What is she even saying right here?
Didn't hold Saber to the same standard you held Emily, something Emily herself pointed out in her video.
Oh my God. I'm crashing out, yeah. It's because... Why am I getting a phone call? 1 second, that scared the shit out of me. It was one of my doctors. I have 10 days to live. Just kidding. It was one of my doctors, but KP, it was KP. She's at my door right now. She's trying. No, it's okay. It's okay. It was one of my doctors. They were calling me to let me know about a prescription, which I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't endanger me. But they were like, "Yo, one of your prescriptions is filled," and I was like, "Thanks." So I'll have to go do that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I might be able to stream like KP Part 2 tomorrow. We love you. Oh, I love you guys too. Love prescriptions. Like the dopamine hit when a prescription is filled. Hide your couch before it's ruined. Who is fucking my couch?
I don't know what Saber told you off the record, but it's evident it shaped your narrative in ways I couldn't respond to. The same applies to your handling of the Casey and Henry stories. I barely know Henry, so what you repeated was gossip unrelated to the topic, which I couldn't clarify. If Casey or Henry want clarification on the unsupported accounts they heard, they are welcome to contact me.
Oh
I'd like
my
to just pause
God.
here for a second and highlight the fact that this crazy bitch is complaining about me apparently spreading rumors while she is leveling false rape allegations.
Yeah! Cause like, what the fuck? This all started with KP love. Oh my goodness. Starbird, thank you for the $9.99. I've said this in a few videos. KP loves to use therapy talk. Yes, she does. We'll get into that in the original response. And social justice's language to, oh my gosh, what? To stop herself, to prop herself on a pedestal of righteousness. To me, this is very white woman, and I am a white woman. Yeah, this is terminal white woman behavior. Like, not even gonna lie, this is very white woman behavior. Which is not racist, YouTube. I am just pointing out that people in a position of privilege and victimhood will utilize their position of privilege to highlight their victimhood in bad faith sometimes, which, you know, men of color do as well.
Unfucking believable. My weed use was framed as a stoner.
It's just, I think white women tend to do it more often. It's giving white savior, yeah. Why is Ed Sheeran on screen? Stop! Stop it, you guys! Rez, you didn't know, but earlier in the stream, I was like, stop calling him Ed Sheeran, and now you come in late on the stream, and you're like, that's Beckett! And now you're like, why is Ed Sheeran on my screen? God damn it! God damn it, you guys! Rez wasn't here for the OG stuff! Fucking hell! Fucking... Okay, we're just gonna continue.
Caricature, when in reality it was a coping mechanism for a highly triggering situation.
Oh my god, shut up!
A stoner caricature, when in reality false rape allegations. Unfucking believable. My weed use was framed as a stoner caricature, when in reality it was a coping mechanism for
Coping mechanisms can become addictions. Addictions often start as coping mechanisms. Do you think alcoholics just be like, damn, this shit tastes good. I have no problems in my life, therefore I'm going to become dependent on this shit. Are you stupid?
a highly triggering situation tied to my clinically diagnosed PTSD.
Oh my gosh, did they also clinically prescribe you weed, you stupid fucker? You stupid bitch. Maladaptive coping mechanism. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Maladaptive. Maladaptive. Any coping mechanism can become maladaptive. Whether it is, daydreaming, whether it is fantasizing, whether it is, substances, whether it's an activity. Sex can become a maladaptive coping mechanism. You can say, what? No, sex is just how I cope. I just cope by getting fucked. Yeah, but if you're doing it in a dangerous, stoner caricature, she speaks in TV tropes. If you're not being safe about it and you're putting yourself in danger, guess what that becomes? It becomes maladaptive. It doesn't matter if it's to cope with your trauma, if it's hurting you in the long run. Why am I having to explain this to a talking thumb? She's a talking thumb, but she's talking to me. Oh my god, she's talking to Ed Sheeran.
I took the call with you.
Getting $1,000? Definitely getting $1,000. That would freak me the fuck out. I would be like, are you okay? If someone did that.
To clarify that the issues of child safety in the DA games community posed PTSD. I took the call with you to clarify that the issues of child safety in the DA games community and Saber's involvement in that was misread in your video. Instead of hearing me out, you made assumptions, painted Emily as a liar based solely on Saber's word, and her reputation applies a perfect victim bias. Also,
oh my gosh, that is not what that means. If someone has a track record of lying and they have no evidence for a claim, that becomes a boy who cried wolf situation. That is not expecting people to hold people to a perfect victim, because a lot of victims don't fucking lie about shit repeatedly. And if people don't believe you because you're a chronic fucking liar, that's on you. You know, like, the whole perfect victim thing is something that I had to deal with. And it wasn't even just like I was lying because I didn't have a track record of lying, because I'm not a fucking liar. And I had evidence to back up my shit. People trying to do the perfect victim thing was to tone police me and say, oh, you have to be a respectable, unemotional, you know, professional. You have to act professional when you're being abused. You can't be upset about being abused. There's a difference between having your emotions be very strong about something that's very sensitive to you and being policed for that, and having your humanity denied, and being called out for the fact that you are a chronic fucking liar and that your reputation of lying precedes you. Those are two different things. This bitch needs to shut the fuck up.
Also, a real documented effect of trauma, which is both ethically flawed and harmful.
Oh my god.
You underplayed my intelligence, dismissed my emotional state, and allowed Saber's unchallenged, off-the-record statement to influence your betrayal of me. My intelligence.
She's been betrayed. I'm gonna fucking put the fan on. It's getting warm in here. People using perfect victim as a means to be angry with the victim's responses is only done because you personally dislike the victim. Exactly. Pointing out that someone's lying is not a personal dislike of the person. It's fucking an observation. Oh my god. These people exhaust me.
Intelligence, dismissed my emotional state, and allowed Saber's unchallenged, off-the-record statement to influence your betrayal of me. This reinforced the jealousy.
Your betrayal of me, like he owed her fucking anything other than an objective, you know, from, like, he owed her anything other than his perspective. And I'm not gonna say it's objective, because nothing is truly objective. But he didn't owe her a defense. And, you know, if he believes other people over her because she fucking sucks and she has no proof and other people have proof of things, that's not a betrayal of her. Otherwise, you know, that's just logic betraying her. And if logic is betraying you, it's because you're a fucking idiot.
Jealous girl archetype in your work. An unchallenged, off-the-record statement to influence your betrayal of me. This reinforced the jealous girl archetype in your work. A mischaracterization. Failing to hold Saber accountable for his public lies, which I can document, signals to others that—
then why haven't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you document them? It's because you don't. You can't do that.
legitimate concerns will be met with gaslighting and silence.
Oh my god, the gaslighting. You know, I dealt with Heaton. Jealous girl. Oh, shut up. I dealt with Heaton constantly claiming gaslighting. This is just narcissism. This is narcissism. And I'm so tired of it. And I hate her. And I want to be done.
That's a dangerous precedent for victims and whistleblowers. Frankly, it was a mistake to speak to you. You took advantage of my time and openness in a difficult situation.
No, he didn't. You're just wrong and stupid. GG.
I assumed you were a sympathetic ally, someone who would point out my mistake.
You assumed! Therefore, he's not betraying you based off of an assumption that you had! Are you dumb? Oh, she's worse than Heaton. Actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna power scale those two. Let's just say that they're evil. Also, yeah, taking advantage is a very strange way of phrasing that. That is a loaded phrase.
But highlight the original point of the video, the child safety. But you painted me as a hopeless fool, acting on ambition and anger, which was never my intention.
No one cares if it was your intention. if it's what your actions show you did. God damn. 32. She's 32. She's 32-year-old. Welcome back to being a 32-year-old dumbass. I am tweaking.
Clarified with Casey months before your video went live, who Saber also influenced by framing events in a way I couldn't counter beforehand.
You know, I don't... Here's the thing. Sometimes, and you know, I'm not trying to like single out a demographic of people because honestly this can happen to anyone. Oh my god, what the fuck? Toby! Toby, thank you for the $50. Gotta head back to work. See y'all later. Love y'all. Thank you so much. $50 jump scare. Thank you so much. That is crazy. Cuddle squeak. Yeah. Sorry. I do that. Told you your community loves you guys. Oh my god. You guys are so sweet. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Cat just jumped on my computer. Tell it I say hi. I gotta go, peeps. Overstayed my welcome at school to finish down notes. Also, the car I drive needs an oil change, so wish me luck on getting home. I already made an appointment. Don't worry. See ya. Bye, Mr. Crow. Mariah Carey. Oh my god. You did it for 40 seconds. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. KP is 32. 14-year-olds older than me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. KP is an embarrassment to adults, to humanity. Yeah. Oh my gosh. BFMS, thank you for the $4.99. My repentance for reading Emmy's testimony in KP's original video. You had a part in KP's original video? What the fuck? I didn't know you did that. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh. Okay, let's continue.
Feel free to check with Casey months before your video went live, who Saber also influenced by framing events in a way I couldn't counter beforehand. Feel free to check those screenshots. I also let you convince me Emily was purely lying, when the situation was much more complicated than that. I believe there was miscommunication on both sides, but Saber is at fault for social cue assumptions at the very least.
What the... Okay. I give up.
For the record...
Girly, I don't need you in my ears. Yes, you do.
Telling someone you have a crush on them is never consent for sexual conduct, period. My hope is that in the future...
What?
For the record, telling someone you have a crush on them is never consent for sexual conduct, period.
If... Okay. I don't think she understands how human interaction work. How it works, because... I don't know, if you're telling someone that they're attracted to you and they become flirty with you, because there's no talk of actions here. It's just talking of, you know, that could be words. It could literally just being that person becomes flirty with you because you just told them that you have a crush on them. Yes, that's normal. Please kill you? I will not kill you. Trust fund, baby. I've learned my lesson. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Beef and Mitts. I hope you're doing well. Mimi Diggs! I'm eating chicken. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, oh my god. KP is awful at communicating.
My hope is that in the future, you'll choose to keep what I said in mind and explore the complex states of victims by citing psychological studies and be a stronger advocate for victims rather than an uncritical amplifier for those who ask. I will be ceasing all contact with you, but have cleared Alio to speak on my behalf if additional...
Oh my god! Peepaw was the messenger!
Critical amplifier for those who ask. I will be ceasing all contact with you, but have cleared Alio to speak on my behalf if additional information needs.
She cleared Peepaw to be the messenger. Oven baked chicken, yummy.
needs to be clarified. Now, this is all obviously quite a lot to go through, so we're going to break it down into sections and talk about it a little bit, because my god, KP is out of her fucking mind. I actually don't know quite how to respond to somebody this delusional, but
honestly, I don't blame you, Peanut Butter. I don't blame you, because I'm lost, and I understand most of what's going on, and I'm still lost.
I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to begin by just repeating myself, because I feel that's the only way that I might somehow get through to KP. Saberspark actually has evidence. Not only that, he went to the extent of pulling his house apart, looking for old hard drives, and actually putting his wallet to work, trying to gather more evidence to prove his innocence. He shouldn't have to do this, by the way. The burden is on you guys, and you guys have no proof. You're just leveling false allegations against somebody. You are not in the right here. You're actually the villain. Frankly, what you've done to Saberspark is abusive. This is, and I will repeat myself from the first video, one of the worst things you can do to another human being.
That's true. Oh my gosh, Alita Siren VODs, thank you for becoming a channel member for a month. Can't stay for the rest of the stream due to work, but I will catch the VOD later. Your streams keep me going on long work days. Thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you so much. That is very sweet of you. Remember to like the stream, you guys, if you haven't already. Yeah, you can't... Because again, what we have here is one side saying, this happened to me. I have no evidence. Trust me, bro. And another side saying, that never happened. And here's how much evidence and, like, stuff I'm willing to look into to prove my innocence. Which is, again, not something that he should have to do. Beckett, I really appreciate Beckett calling that out. That the burden of proof is on the accuser. And still he's going out of his way to try and prove his innocence because they gave nothing to work with. Because in his position, what are you supposed to do? Just say she has no proof, don't believe her, guys? Congratulate Saber, he's now engaged. Congrats to him then, I guess. Yeah. He's just, like, if people are going to believe them, and he has to look for avenues to prove his innocence against nothing. And that is a horrific position to be put in. Because if you don't have a lot to go off of, trying to prove your innocence can be a really difficult thing to do, which is why it's not your burden legally. Oh god. Mercy Frey, don't remind me. Quite had to do the same thing. God damn.
But moving on to the section about weed and me painting KP as some sort of stoner archetype. I didn't paint you as a stoner, KP. You said this in our first conversation.
Wrong chat, KP.
Oh my god, it's Peepaw! I kicked your cat, spat on your husband, and groomed your flowers. Evidence, just trust me. Yen, I'm gonna DM you real quick.
KP, you said this in our first conversation.
Wrong chat, KP.
Welcome, Peepaw.
You gave me the screen cap instead of the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I might have taken an edible before this because this is just so fucking.
Chat, I'm tired. I'm tired, chat. You've been hate crimed by me?
Hard to get through.
As for this beginning part of the next
Oh my god.
section, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what KP means here. I don't know whether she just misphrased something, but this...
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Yeah, let's get high before doing an important interview. Dumbass. About to crash out at work. Thank you for the distraction so I won't. No problem. Thank you, Hold Your Dancer. Or, yeah, Hold Your Dancer 48.74 for the $5. Go once to entice.
This sentence doesn't make a lot of sense to me, which helpfully brings me on to talking about KP's intelligence. I'd ask you to know that KP...
Damn! He said, damn, this bitch can't write. She's illiterate and stupid. Damn. Damn, I can't believe he said, get this fucking stupid-ass broad. Damn.
This doesn't make a lot of sense to me, which helpfully brings me on to talking about KP's intelligence. I'd ask you to know that KP constantly highlights the fact she feels people speak down to her. And I've just got to be honest here, the reason people treat you like an idiot, KP, is because you are, in fact, an idiot. I'm actually not trying to be mean. here. You're just kind of dumb. I mean, let's be honest, what sort of a freak puts jealous girlfriend archetype into an angry Discord note? The only way KP...
Who does this to people? Who writes gigantic manifestos like this? Oh my god.
You can even process reality is by talking about it like it's a fucking TV show. KP is completely disconnected from reality. Normally this would just be very funny, but she's constantly accusing people of serious crimes, which sort of tints that perspective a little bit.
And now she's copyright striking people. See, it's why I can't feel bad for her. If she was just a little stupid, if she was like dumb, but like harmless, it would have been like, okay, you know, she dumb, but she harmless. But it's the fact that she is explicitly harmful and she chooses to be harmful that makes it impossible to sympathize with her. That makes it impossible to be like, oh, you know, be nice to her. And it's like, no, because she's maliciously stupid. Like, she's like... There are harmless people who just play, like, they quick play stupid. It's casual stupidity. She is like comp. She is running for plat. She is running for plat in order to be stupid. This woman thinks she can work at Disney and make animated series. Yeah, I've heard of that. We'll get into that in the next thing.
But finally, let's just talk about her takes around Saberspark and Emily. The truth is that KP cannot believe Saberspark is innocent. He must be guilty of something. In her most recent response video, KP makes the insane claim that Saberspark is abusive for wanting Emily to take a pregnancy test.
His own admission of trying to force a woman to take a pregnancy test against her will is not seen as a violation of consent, privacy, and bodily autonomy, but instead as a horrible event he was made a victim of by the girl he had targeted.
Which is
oh my god,
fuel to the fire that this woman has never had a long-term partner. And finally, KP's sign-off.
Yeah, it's kind of important to find out if you're fucking pregnant, dude.
Note to me, asking me to cite psychological studies and be a stronger advocate for victims. Well, on the psychological studies side...
Also, when did he admit that he fucking forced her to? Unless he literally, like, had a gun to her head. You can't force someone... Oh my god. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. I hate this.
As I do not have a qualification in psychology, I think I'll give that one a miss, rather...
Begging someone to take a pregnancy test is not abuse, exactly. It's just desperation. It's begging for responsibility. God damn. Oh my god, where's Patrick Hart? Patrick Hart should be friends with this bitch. God damn. Oh my god. He even bought the pregnancy test. So he paid for it, and he just begged her to take it. Oh, you people piss me off. And by you people, I mean KP. He threatened to stop Brony content and unfollow me unless she took the test.
Rather than trying to give a layman's interpretation, I think we have enough of that.
Chewie, don't go down this road. Okay, Metal Man 87. Thank you for the $2. We will not go down this road. Conversations don't count as consent. What the fuck, Ula? I actually don't know what you're referring to right there in specific, but I'll take your word on it.
On YouTube, if I'm being completely honest. But I do want, other than trying to give a layman's interpretation, I think we have enough of that on YouTube, if I'm being completely honest. But I do want to talk about KP's motivations. As she notes here, many people have accused her of clout chasing.
A lot of my intent with the video and what I chose to platform in it was assumed. Concerns to me that are so much legitimate were and continue to be brushed off as clout chasing or jealous woman scorn mentality.
Now, I personally do not believe that KP only did this to get some clout. Though it is true from my own conversations with her, she clearly...
I'm talking about Courtney Pete. Oh god. What did Courtney Pete do? I mean, I know what Courtney Pete did, but like, the connections, my brain is not connecting them.
Feels a little inadequate.
Accountability is abuse, according to Heaton. Ugh. I'm so tired.
And like, her life hasn't quite gone the way she planned. No, I think the reasons are much more simple. KP is a deeply vindictive woman. She didn't do any of this because she cares about victims. She did it because KP feels like everyone else passed her by. And the reasons can't be her. What remains of her incredibly fragile ego won't allow her to accept that.
I mean, she is incredibly vindictive. And I mean, he called that out before she started going through with all the false copyright strikes. Which is a pure vindictiveness.
In KP's worldview, her channel failed because Chris told a story about her one time, or maybe Saberspark twisted people against her, when the reality is far more simple. KP, your content just about got by when you were dealing with the brony community, but you have nothing to offer a modern-day viewer, which is...
True. Does the new Little Mermaid work? That's not... What are we doing?
Perhaps the greatest irony of this entire drama from your perspective, regardless of the outcome, positive or negative.
She is so insistent on Sarah being a rapist to the point of saying that this text conversations with Emmy wasn't real consent. Courtney confuses me. She fell so fast from grace in my brain because when I first heard about her, it was, this is Lily's victim. This is, someone that was victimized by Lily. This is who the Stockholm fucking CSEM fan fiction was about. And, I was like, oh, man, I hope the best for her. I hope she goes well. And then, she does this. Where she's like, no, he has to be a rapist. You're all rape apologists, blah, 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 blah. Girl. Get a hold of yourself.
It wouldn't have actually helped you. Nobody was watching beforehand, and going forward, nobody's watching in the future. I Love Kim Possible a Lot is a fascinating relic of an older time on YouTube, when people who didn't really have any talent could build some kind of a fan base just based off the fact that there wasn't much competition. It's undeniable that KP saw the response to a Lily Orchard video, the first video in a very, very long time that gained any kind of traction, and decided that that might be a viable route forward for her. I have no...
Hold your dancer 4874, thank you for the $2. Have you seen any of KP's convention panels? No, and I would love to keep it that way because I am not interested in finding out more about this woman than I have already learned. At least not in relation to that stuff. I'm down to see, her stupid drama shit, but I'm not interested in whatever boring, irrelevant stuff she has.
No idea what the future holds for this chick. But after a debacle like this, it's certainly not on YouTube. Now this is obviously a lot more ranty than...
Leave YouTube. Get a job. Put the fries in the fucking bag.
Something I put out normally as structured content, but I have to be honest, I'm just really sick of this woman. KP is infuriating to deal with, and after watching this whole thing unfold for months now, seeing this 10-minute piss-poor response kind of just threw me over the edge. There is, however...
How long is the original response? It's 16 minutes. Fuck my life.
Last thing I want to discuss from her video before we move on.
So moving forward, how can we, as the online community, do better? What changes can we make to...
How can we do better as a community? Not me who fucked up super fucking horribly and is doubling down on all my mistakes. What can we do? Shut the fuck up!
Improve child safety or fandom spaces? What kind of conversations should we be having? How about power dynamics and fandom spaces and the people that abuse them? Creators turning their fan bases into dating pools? Grooming behaviors passed off as normal internet interactions? These are the kinds of conversations I was intending to spark with my last video. This was my intent. And with the end of the...
V said it best. Oh, fuck off, bitch.
video, I'd like to close off with a note about accountability. Throughout the whole ordeal, I have seen a lot of people attributing my lack of response to mean a lack of accountability, that I was avoiding the controversy and that I was trying to erase or ignore it. Something I invite the audience to think about is what accountability is, what it looks like, and what it isn't. Someone jumping to respond as soon as possible or through as many avenues as possible is not indicative of taking accountability, especially if that response is...
I agree, but silence is indicative of, a lack of priorities. Like, a certain, green bitch, maybe someone who used to have a character, used to use a character that had an octopus on her butt, trying to push a moral, maybe a green bitch that had an octopus on her butt, who still hasn't responded to anything. It says something. It says something about priorities.
Is to victimize / murder yourself in the face of accusation.
I believe that there is a thing where, I don't know, if you take a certain amount of time, it shows, like I said, that your priorities are not in the right place. Because if you just don't say anything, or you don't even let people know, like, hey, I'm working on a response. Please be patient. I will apologize for everything soon enough. That gives something. As aside from just being, completely, dead air silent. And it still baffles me to this day that people ever choose to do that, because it's never worked for someone. Being like completely dead silent on an issue where we know that your mentions are hot. Yeah, I fucked up when working on a response. It's that easy. But people are like, oh no, I can't do that because, some people are going to be mad at me. If you base all of your actions, based off of whatever negative response you may get, just like, I don't know, jump off a cliff in Minecraft because like you have nothing else to do. It takes a minute to just inform your audience. Because, like, especially your audience members who are begging for you to say something. Begging for you to, like, not just ignore it. Because that's what it comes off as ignoring. It comes off as ignoring the heat you're under. When you should just be saying, yes, I fucked up. There's a lot of shit that I fucked up on. I will be responding soon. Please be patient. It is that easy. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but it pisses me off that people just think that silence is the solution. Silence is not the solution. Speak up. Stand on business. If you're innocent, stand on business that you're innocent. If you fucked up, stand on business that you fucked up and that you're sorry. Make a stand in some way, because if you're just silent, you come off as like a pussy bitch. Only constant in Ponder's channel right now is that a dumbest Klonoa fan 2012. Yeah. Still attacked anyone he feels. Yeah, he appears in my comments. I just like hide him because he makes new channels all the time, and then I click two buttons. I click the three dots and then hide user from channel. And it's just that easy to get rid of him. But I don't know. KP's silence, Ponder's silence, all that pisses me off. Because these people clearly fucking know better. And they're being purposefully obtuse, and it annoys the shit out of me.
Of criticism. True accountability is stating whether or not you did something on its face, regardless of any intentions or effect, and without excusing yourself or attacking the accuser.
So you mean exactly what you have been doing this entire video? You've been excusing yourself and attacking the accusers for everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not accountability by KP's own fucking definition. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking die.
Example, I made the original video. It was bad, and I understand that. Jumping to dismiss someone as cloud chasing and trying to justify why what happened isn't the word they're using is not accountability. It's obfuscation and defense. And you didn't need to defend something that didn't happen. Anyway, this was heavy.
It is criminal
Oh
that
my
KP
God.
is so lazy that
Yeah. If bitch would just take her own advice, I'm losing my mind.
after years of being on YouTube, she can't even read a script properly. She has had 4 months to make this video, and that was the best take? Are you fucking kidding me?
I think you should be able to make a response within about a month. How long did Lio take to make a response? That was like 4 hours long? How long did Lio take? Lio Convoy addressing things. About a month. Exactly. Oh my god, Peepaw's back. April 26th. Damn, that came out before May. I was thinking it did come out in May. That shit was long, yeah. So, like, I just don't understand why people are incapable of, like, just saying something. That and I don't know, owned your crap. Exactly! 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 Fucking hell! Oh my god, these people piss me off. I'm gonna just say it right now. Ponder's silence on everything is wildly fucking inappropriate. Because my video came out in what? August? And we are now halfway through October and we have heard zilch from her. I understand that things can go on in fucking your personal life and they can stop you. But this is... Chat, is it okay if I bring up an old friend of mine who I'm not friends with anymore just to talk a little shit? Just to talk a little shit about someone that I used to be friends with. Specifically because I talked about this friend to Ponder about shit that they were doing. There's a due date now. That's good to hear at least. I don't understand just going on Twitter and saying, "Hey, something's happened. I fucked up. I can't address it right this minute. Please be patient and I will apologize for everything." In a laid out response. It takes maybe 2 minutes to write up something like that. Maybe 2 minutes. And barely any effort. Because I'll tell you right now, it didn't work. It hasn't worked for KP. It hasn't worked for Ponder. You know, the silence. All this silence stuff. It hasn't worked for KP. It hasn't worked for Ponder. And guess what? It didn't fucking work for Omnia. Because Omnia... the whole tracing shit, Omnia's thing was to go on Twitter and make like, oh, people are making assumptions about stuff that I can't talk about. Blah, 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 blah. I'm on vacation. And I was like, oh my God, are you fucking stupid? And I chewed them out in private and I said, just make a thing explaining that you fucked up and that you'll go in more detail about it at a later point. You don't have to be subtweeting and shit. Just say you fucked up, say that you're sorry, and say that you'll give a more in-depth response once you have the time because you're currently busy with other stuff in your personal life. It was part of why I put out the video, but I'd also be a hypocrite if I judged you too harshly on it since I didn't say anything until my video dropped. I mean, and you know what, Lyle, I feel like that could have been a fair criticism to levy against you. I mean, I'm pretty sure I levied it against you to Ponder back when it was happening, where I said, you know, I don't understand why Lyle isn't letting his audience know, you know, that he's at least working on a response instead of, like, moving on to do nothing. Did Omnia do something bad? Omnia's done a lot of shit in their career, okay? I'm not friends with Omnia. I haven't been friends with Omnia since the middle of 2022. It's been 2.5 years since we've been friends. I am not friends with Omnia. The whole art stuff is, you know, public, which is why I don't mind bringing it up. But, you know, it's just a pattern that I see people doing that they think it's gonna work. And it just pisses me off. I was dealing with a lunatic that could have weaponized something important. If you don't mind, could you let me know who the lunatic is, like, in DMs? I don't know. God, do we have to watch the last 2 minutes of this Beckett video? I kind of don't care. I kind of don't care. To be completely honest, I think we're just gonna move on to the, KP original response. Made it home! Welcome home, Sheeton! Yeah, that tracing controversy could have been avoided so easily if they just played their cards right at all. But people think that silence or that, like, subtweeting is... Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Lyle, why you were careful with your words and didn't say anything. That at least is more understandable. However, I definitely know Ponder nor Omnia were in a position like that. They are just being dumb. Yeah. the tracing shit was so dumb. It could have just been like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't trace, but I did basically redraw this image that someone else drew. And I'm sorry for doing that without posting credit. You know, that was completely on me. It was a stupid mistake for me to make, and I'm sorry, and I'll never do that again. That's how easy that drama could have been fixed. But instead, she just, like, was silent, and then narratives run about you. When you stay quiet, narratives run about you because people have fucking nothing to work on. So narratives start building up about you because you haven't set the record straight. And then it becomes a situation of like, oh, people are making assumptions about me. And it's like, yeah, because you fucking giving them nothing else to work with. People are going to work with what they have, and if you give them nothing, they have nothing to work with. They only have one side of things to work with. So, you know, if you don't want people making assumptions about you, if you don't want people, you know, crafting narratives based on what they have, whether it's dishonest or not, maybe, I don't know, fucking say something so that if people do craft a dishonest narrative, you can at least say, hey, this is what I said versus this is what you're twisting it into. Don't do that. Versus, oh, this person made a bad faith narrative and I have no way of proving it was bad faith because I said fucking nothing and I let people believe that I'm guilty of everything that I'm being accused of, and all these, like, you know, exacerbated allegations against me. I don't know, pisses me off. Pisses me off how people deal with online shit and online allegations. Not even just online, but, like, I don't know, it happens online because, like, that's where community happens. Yes, I agree. I agree, Rez, that it's best to take time to craft the best response that you can. However, apologizing should come easy. When you're in a situation like that, it's okay to say, I fucked up. I'm gonna make a response where I fully apologize for everything, but I'm sorry. That gives people closure. It lets people know where you stand. Instead of just giving them nothing because you're too chicken shit to say anything. Not saying, obviously, that Lyle was chicken shit. I understand why he didn't say anything, you know, because he just DM'd me about it. So I'm not including Lyle in this. I'm just saying that I know that Ponder is not in a position like that, and her silence pisses me off.
This video discusses...
Oh, fuck. Do we want to watch this? I don't think we'll actually have enough time to watch this. I think I've just been ranting about Ponder and stuff for the last time. Here, let's finish Becca's video, and then we probably will have to do another stream tomorrow. We can do another stream tomorrow where we go over the other two KP responses. Just because I have, you know, stuff to go over. Oh, God. You gotta apologize, but that can't rush a proper explanation. Running makes you look like a guilty coward. Doubling makes you look like a guilty narcissist. Exactly. Oh, yeah. They still want the fucking, the K-pop Demon Hunters watch party. Oh, my God. I'll do it some way. I'll do it some way. KP has made 3 responses, and we did not watch the first one. We started watching the first one. It was really confusing to deal with, so we ended up watching Beckett's video, which highlights the most important parts of it, and the parts where KP lies. And so the other ones, like this one and then the reading, will be easier to go through because they're kind of just, like, funny and ass. And much easier to go through. Oh, bye, Ula. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Do we want to do the thing after the Beckett thingy? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's just finish the Beckett video. We have 2 minutes left. Chat, what should I have for dinner? Spaghetti.
As for what she actually said.
Next thing you're going to tell me is that Hitler did do something wrong. Invite more people to the watch party? Oh, God. Okay. Fine. Fine.
KP is incapable of taking any kind of accountability. It is laughable that she thinks she can start a conversation or in some way dictate how other people should be acting. I like the way she invites the audience to consider what accountability is. KP, I'd like to invite you to consider what accountability is.
Exactly. Like, this shit pisses me off. Oh my god, Sheeton. I don't know much about KP, but anyone who hides behind the use of a copyright system is a brainlet. Not even Heaton hid behind DMCA takedowns. Wrap your head around that. Exactly. Not even Jar. Jar nor Heaton have tried to hide behind DMCA takedowns. The most Heaton did was try to abuse a server owner's moderator privileges. But KP is actually trying to take down any and all criticism of her. Which is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yes. Not to mention the fact that she is, by going after Saberspark, once again blaming the victim. God, this chick is just vile. No wonder all her friends distance from her. And with that, I think I have gone over everything I wanted to cover. Thanks for joining my rage.
Okay, thank you, Beckett. Thank you, Ed Sheeran, for joining. Oh my gosh, this has been... How have we streamed for 2.5 hours? More like copy wrong. How have we streamed for 2.5 hours? Okay, you guys, I have someone to bring onto the stream. Because they specifically asked for me to bring them on. I forget what they said to me. Oh yeah, basically a little bit ago, during one of my last streams, Ed Sheeran sounds like a total nerd. One of my streams, I basically was talking about Baby No Money. And I was like, you guys, he's kind of hot. And the chat jumped me. The chat was like, kind of? And I was like, I'm sorry. And like, I was just trying to say that I thought he was kind of cute. You know, just tepid, like, putting out there. I wasn't trying to be, like, you know, a rabid dog over him. And everyone was, like, mad as hell about, like, how dare you not fucking kiss the toes of Baby No Money? And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then it ended up going into, like, Exactly, Ashes. Oh my gosh, wait, Loki made jam. Do you guys want to see jam that Loki made? Look at this jam. That's some yummy ass jam. But yeah, everyone jumps me. He's like a solid 8.5 out of 10. Exactly. He's hot. Okay, he's fucking hot. And then that moved into like, okay, well then what's y'all's hear me outs? And I'm trying to remember what some of my hear me outs were. But Hive, our poor resident Scammy, was asked some hear me outs and he didn't get to say them before stream ended. Who's Baby No Money? He's like a rapper. Baby No Money's kind of funny. How dare you! That's literally what happened to me. Chat, what are y'all hear me outs? I'll list my hear me outs. Yes, I know what your hear me out is, Ash. And I mean hear me outs, not hold me backs. There's a difference between hold me backs and hear me outs. Hear me outs is someone like where you don't think that like general population would understand why you want to dig down, you know, said thing or character or person, whatever. A hold me back is someone where everyone is in the same boat. Candyman, hell yeah. Candyman is a hear me out. Meta Knight, he's a ball. Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom, that's a hold me back. That's not a hear me out. That's a hold me back. Inuyasha is a hold me back. One of my hear me outs was like Groot. He's so compassionate. Oh my god, Mr. Grasshopper and Mr. Centipede from James. I get that. You know what? I understand that. Not gonna lie, that Centipede was cute. Meta Knight, he's a ball, is sending me. You're never taking for me in Rivals again? Why not? listen, it's not that I become uncontrollably horny over Groot. When I see Groot, I'm not like, "Rah, rah, rah." You know, it's just like, I see him and, I see how compassionate and wonderful he is. And I'm like, wow, what a boyfriend. Hexes. Or, oh my god, what the fuck is his name? From Fern Gully. Yeah, Hexus. Hexus is definitely like a... Yeah. Oh, Batty? Batty was cute. Rat Trap from Beast Wars. Yes. Also, I should bring Hive on. Yeah. Hello, Hive.
Hi. First off, I'm gonna start this off with Tugas. I blame you.
Okay. I'm down. Everyone say hi to Hive. Everyone say hello to Hive.
So, basically, when I hopped in last your Little Nightmare stream, I immediately got jumped by a bunch of people saying, "Oh, what's your hear me out?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, I'll give you." Because initially I was going to be like, "Oh yeah, no, you guys pay like $300 to Chugas, and I will say this on stream." But you see, you already hit basically the goal.
True.
So yeah, I guess the top 5 hear me outs from Hive. So
Starscream is a hold me back real.
First up, we'll start with the lowest on the list. We're gonna go Roddy Tops from Shantae.
Who?
Roddy Tops from Shantae.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Then number 4, a lot of people aren't gonna know who the fuck this is, but 9 from Blaze Blue.
Okay, I'll pull up these characters.
You might as well. I don't.
Oh, these are hold me backs. These aren't hear me outs.
Whoa, wait. I mean, Roddy Tops, I think is a hear me out because, zombie.
But she's just green.
And also 9 is 80 years old.
Oh god.
So
hold me back as Huntress as a whole. Love all 3 girls. Real.
Anyway, 3 would be Arachne from Soul Eater.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Keep going.
2 is Valentine from Skullgirls. And here's the one that everyone's probably going to be like, you know what? Fight me. I don't care. Fight me in the chat. Flame War from IDW Transformers comics.
Who?
Flame War.
Oh.
Specifically from the IDW comic.
Yeah, no, she's hot.
Yeah, she literally.
So these are just pretty ladies.
Shut up.
Stein and Asura are hold me backs real.
Hey. But yeah, no, I figured I'd pop on. Now you have it on recording.
Dude, Asura so much. Hold on. I gotta pull up Asura. Or Asura.
From Soul Eater?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all are telling me you wouldn't do this? First of all, it's a twink. But, like, look at this.
First of all.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, V just sent me. Oh my goodness! Shooting for the. This is V's hold me back. This is V's hear me out. This is V's hear me out. This is real though. That's Pookie. Heaton, thank you for the thank you for the for the $20, my goodness. I don't have to hear me out. I have no regrets. Bayonetta, Lady Dimitrescu, Seth, Street Fighter 5, Psylocke, pre-time skip, Nico Robin, the list goes on. But yeah, I don't think I have any hear me outs. Having a list of just hold me backs is fine. Also, you guys. Also, oh my gosh, thank you again for the $20. That's incredibly generous amount. You want to know who my hear me out is? Or one of my hear me outs? Fucking
Shoot.
Jeremy from The Secret of Nim. Now you might see Secret of Nim and think like Justin or Jenner, you know, who are the little micey. But no, that fucking crow has my heart. Valid. The girls who get it, get it. On what note?
I was gonna say on that note, I'll get that a call. Stop.
Yes, the crow. Hold on. Let me show you what he looks like. He's I love Jeremy. Cause he's just, oh my god, he's just a big klutz. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh, why is this image so big? He's just a little guy. And I love myself a little guy. Those who know that I love myself a little guy. Furry approval. Thank you. Also, thank you, Malta, for the £2. Forget Asura. Stein forever. But Asura is so hot. He's so delicate. Truly check DMs. Oh god. Cartucci, do you want me to pull this up on Do you want me to pull this up on chat? On chat? Yes, okay. This is I would consider this a hold me back, but this is Cartoonchi's hold me back. It's kitty. Very cliche hold me back from me, but come on. Dude, he's so hot though. The chat is here. Kiryu Kazuma. Damn, hold me back too. That's what I'm saying. As a straight man. Cartoonchi, you have chosen a beautiful hold me back. Now, I have talked about one of my hold me backs before, but I will go ahead and bring him up again because he... Oh my god, I have been absolutely feral for this man. Oh god, why is it all pouring? Google. Yes. He's beautiful. Within, like, the top thing was, like, Bara, and I was like, why are they making him a Bara? Where is the thing of... Oh, God. Dude. Bara mention. This is my... Oh my god, he's beautiful. I love him so much. Sorry, I'm gonna bring him up in a second. I need to find the picture of him. Hold on, I know where to get a fucking picture. Does this count? I don't know if this is a hear me out or a hold me back. We'll let chat decide. Chat, is this a hear me out or a hold me back? I need y'all to decide. This isn't mine, by the way. This is V's. This is V's namesake. Hold me back. The bird or the man? The character V. No, not the bird. The man. Gotta bounce but have fun, fellas. Bye, Dean Jackson. Thank you for the $4.99. Hold on, I gotta find the picture. Okay. Emo Virgil. Okay. This is who I was talking about. This is my hold me back. This is my eternal hold me back. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. Zerking him. Oh, you meant the bird? Sorry, the bird. I love Laios so much. Dude, I was so fair for him already. Listen, I was so fucking feral for Laios immediately. But then, listen, as soon as I saw him like this, as soon as I saw him in the fucking little sauna room, I was like, I have said things about this man that I cannot repeat, that cannot be waterboarded out of me. But dear God, I need him. I need him expeditiously. You know, when I said that fucking thing to Lyle, when I said I need to be diddled, this is who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Laios motherfucking Towden. He whimpers and whines like a dog god. I need him! I need him so fucking bad! Check DMs. Okay. We have V's hold me back. We have officially gotten V's hold me back. V has said things about this man that couldn't be fucking waterboarded out of him. Why did I get disconnected from chat? Oh no, has my internet magically died?